Hi, whether you are really starting to implement an ERP or you are in the middle of nowhere in the implementation process, either way, a great implementation strategy, an amazing one, is actually going to help you implement in a risk free, rewarding environment. In this episode, let's cover the key stages towards implementing an ERP. Let's divide this implementation in three basic stages. The first one is the preparatory stage, second is the implementation phase, and the post implementation phase. Let's talk a little more about the preparatory stage. The first key thing that you need to take care of is stakeholder buy-ins. Get everyone on board, be it trustees, principals, faculty, student representative body, take everyone on board. One of the major reasons for an implementation failure is resistance to change. When you involve your team, your people in the decision making process of the ERP, you will reduce the resistance to change. This will ensure that your ERP is successful at a higher rate. The second thing that you need to take care of is process mapping and gap analysis. When you go from offline to online, your existing processes in the offline mode may not as this work in the online format. Clearly analyze the gap between your offline process and what the ERP has to offer you on the online process. The third thing that you need to take care of is your data. In offline mode, every department seems to be managing the data on their own in their own way. Standardizing formats is going to be crucial. Removing redundancies in the data is going to be crucial. So when you are starting to implement an ERP, have clean, hygienic data across your departments. Make sure that your standardized data. This invest in this, and you will see the benefits of this in the future. The fourth thing in the preparatory stage is clear goals and objectives. Ensure what you want from the ERP. Make sure you've documented it and expect only those things from the ERP to begin with. Once you're successful with those things is when you have to explore the other areas that you can utilize in the ERP. Now let's come to the implementation stage. The first thing that you need to take care of is that you're taking a phased approach. Do not take all modules at once. Begin with modules like student admissions, fees, student MIS. Once you are done with these modules, then move on to the other modules. In case if the ERP is not going to work for you, these three modules will fail and it will reduce the risk of your failure for across all modules together. So make sure that you're taking a phased approach. The second thing that you need to take care of is project management and governance. Make sure you have a dedicated project management team who's implementing the ERP. The third thing in implementation is change management. One of the biggest risk in ERP implementation is resistance to change. Ensure a smooth change management plan. Enable all the users to embrace change. This is very crucial. If you fail to do this, your implementation will have a higher risk of failure. Develop a comprehensive change management plan that includes support, training, and give them the required resources to implement the ERP. The fourth key thing is testing and customizations. Make sure that you've tested everything before you go live. Make sure that it works as it should. Do not hesitate to customize your ERP as per your requirements. Sometimes small changes based on the user experience, the customizations are going to create a huge impact. So do not rush, implement the way it should. Once you've implemented your ERP, comes the post implementation plan. Two things that you need to take care of in the post implementation plan is one, continuous improvement. Make sure that basis on the user experience, you're continuously improving the ERP. Make sure that you're adding the required patches to your software. Have a clear communication channel between your stakeholders and your ERP service provider. This will enable them to understand your fine requirements and they can deliver accordingly. The second key thing is support and maintenance. Have a small support team on board. Allow all your stakeholders to communicate with the support team in case they are facing issues. The support team, over a period of time, will gain the required experience to solve most of their queries. For the queries that they are unable to solve, involve your ERP vendor. This will also give your ERP vendor a hindsight of what kind of issues a customer must be facing during the ERP implementation, and they can work on it in terms of a software patch, or they can help you, giving you the direction, giving you the training for you to smoothly run the ERP. Your ERP is a valuable asset. Make sure that you're trying to run it smoothly and move forward in all the directions. By following the above steps, an educational institute can smoothly maneuver from being offline to online. They should be able to successfully implement an ERP. Please make sure that you are spending good quality time in the preparatory stage. It might seem like a shortcut to save time, but to only realize failure in 18 to 24 months. So that's all for now. With the above, you should be able to achieve improved efficiency, better decision making, and enhanced student services. So, if you have a ERP, you have a implementation team and an IT team, and still you are unable to implement the ERP successfully, please feel free to call us. Let us help you in your implementation process.